Hey everyone, I'm Chris, and in this video I'm going to show you how I edited this winter photo from start to finish using Lightroom. I used the Canon 80D camera and the 18 to 135mm kit lens. I will link these two products in the description in case you're interested. And now let's jump into Lightroom and edit this photo. I shot this scene a couple of days ago using bracketing mode because I wanted to create an HDR from these three photos. I will not explain in this video how to create an HDR from scratch, but I made a video on that subject. It's in the card right now, just watch it and then come back to this video. I have three exposures of the same scene at -3, 0 and +3 stops of light. It's time to combine them and create the HDR. Just keep in mind that you don't need to always shoot multiple exposures, but in this situation, I wanted to have much more detail in the sky, but also in the trees and on the ground, because I have a lot of snow here and the light was right in front of me. Now, I select the first photo, and if I zoom in on the branches here, you can see some chromatic aberration with green and purple, and I don't like that, so I will go to lens correction and check these two boxes, remove chromatic aberration, and enable profile corrections to get rid of distortions. So the green and purple are gone now if I check once again here. Next, I hold down Shift and select all the photos, click on this sync button to copy the settings on the two other photos. Make sure you select only this group called lens correction, click synchronize, and then right click on one of them, go to photo merge, HDR. Lightroom will take all three photos with different exposures and combine them. Make sure you also check auto align and auto tone here and click on merge. After a couple of seconds, Lightroom will create a separate DNG file which basically contains all three photos combined. You can see that some of the sliders from the basic tab were adjusted by Lightroom because we enabled that auto tone checkbox. The next thing I like to do is to straighten up the image. You can use this tool in Lightroom. It's called the Straighten tool, and I will use this bench here, this table. I click once here and then again on the other side of the table, and it's done. Let's come back to the basic settings. I will warm up the photo a bit because this was at sunset and I want some warmer tones here. Moving on to the contrast and raise it up. I bring down the exposure to 0 because I want to see that sunset better than now. When you want to reset the slider in Lightroom, you just need to double click on it. I bring back the highlights to a value between -70 and -60 in this case, and I'm done with the basic panel. Moving on to the tone curve, I want to create a faded look, and for this I will need to lift up the blacks. But instead of creating 3 points on this curve and then grab this one and raise it up, I reset the curve and grab this point only and bring it up just like this. I discovered this method recently, so I thought this video would be a good opportunity to share it with you guys. Next up is the split toning panel, where I choose a light blue and then raise the slider until a +10 value. After this, I usually go down to the camera calibration tab because here magic things can happen. I make sure camera standard is selected right here. I raise the red primary saturation to a +70 or 75, something like that. I bring the blue primary to a -15 and raise the saturation to create a more vibrant orange and teal look. I also modify the tint value. I want to add some magenta as an overall tone, so I think a +5 value will be enough for this. Moving to the next panel now, the HSL tab, where I didn't touch anything but the saturation. I will take the orange and yellow and increase their values because I really want to accentuate the color of the sunset. Also, I would like to have a more saturated sky, so I push the blue to a 20. Alright, it looks very good, I like it, and I'm moving to the effects tab now to add some vignetting. I grab the slider, bring it to the left side to darken the corners of the image, and I think a -15 is perfect for this. Also, if you want, you can add some grain as well, 50 for the amount, 30 for the size, and 30 for the roughness. Let's check a before and after. I will use the backslash key. This is the before, and this is the after. Before and after. What do you think about this edit, guys? I'm sure you learned something today. Feel free to follow me on Instagram @iStalker. Also, subscribe to the channel and hit the bell. I create photo and video editing tutorials. I'm Chris. Thank you so much for watching and see you next time.